This came out 2 days ago, and unfortunately I didn't cover it then, but that's okay, because we can cover it now.
Congresswoman, none of this matters unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks. Okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine. You're voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens? You're playing with our lives.
There will be no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb. You voted to mobilize and send money to Ukrainian Nazis. You're a coward. You're a progressive socialist. Where are you against the war mobilization? He's telling the right truth. You have done nothing. Tulsi Gabbard has shown guts where you've shown cowardice. I believed in you, and you became the very thing you sought to fight against. That's what you've become. You are the establishment, and you are the reason why everybody will end up in a nuclear war unless you choose to stand up right now and denounce the Democratic Party. Will you do that? Yes or no? Okay, simple. Are you going to stop nuclear war? Yes or no? There is no line, because this is bullshit. None of this matters if we're all dead. None of it. You know that. Then let's take it up right now, because this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters right now. We could be in a nuclear war.
Now, these people are professional activists. They're expert agitators, and you can look at the tactics that they're employing. You have one person which is sitting in the back, and then another person which agrees with him but is not sitting next to him. He's sitting in front in order to create the illusion that there's more voices from the audience rather than just two people. And what's interesting is that they're repeating the same talking points. Nuclear war is being repeated over and over and over. And they have like this hysterical thing. It's like, you gave weapons to Ukraine, you want our neighbors to die. And they're on the attack, attack, attack. And this is due to the fact that we're into the TikTok era, where those sound bites, those 10 seconds of clips are all that are important. So if someone wants to videotape this, no matter at which point in the conversation they will videotape it, it's going to be an attack against AOC that looks bad. So I'm pretty sure that these people rehearse their lines from before the meeting. And the tactics that they use are also very effective. Like, they constantly scream the accusations nonstop. They don't allow the person in front to be able to get a word in. Now, if this was Jordan Peterson, or if it was Ben Shapiro, or if it was anyone that's charismatic and capable of handling such a situation, they would have been able to give a response. They would have been able to formulate an argument. But that's not what happened here. Now, I don't know if they're actually paid or they're genuinely convinced, and they're doing this because of their ideological reasoning. But as I mentioned before, they have training in how to agitate and do propaganda. Whether it's because they had previous training somewhere else or it's someone trained them for this particular event, I don't know. A lot of people are asking, well, who would want to go against AOC? Well, it may not even necessarily be a right-winger. It could be another Democrat that's running against her. A lot of people are saying it's like, oh yes, but it's the anti-war platform. Like, it doesn't matter. It just makes her look bad. I don't know if this is actually going to get her to lose some percentages in the polls. But yeah, as I mentioned, it does look like a professional thing. And as you can notice, 7.5 million views. Like, people are interested in this. They're sharing it. And it's to the fact that it is super effective. It's very difficult for a left-leaning person to articulate why they were against the war in Iraq, why they were against the war in Afghanistan, why they were against the Vietnam War back in the day with the hippie movement and all of that. But all of a sudden now they're all in on the spending bill. So you have to make an argument. And the problem is that the left is not used at making arguments. They're used at censoring dissent. Usually by calling people that are against them racist, sexist, homophobic. But you can't call these people racist, sexist, homophobic. So she actually has no tools in order to handle the situation. Which is why, again, like, this has over 7.5 million views. Now, an interesting thing is that many people say culture is politics. Like, every cultural thing is political. I would go beyond that, and I would say that now politics is cultural. AOC herself is not renowned for passing any legislation. No, like, she is a cultural symbol now. She is the mascot, if you will. She represents the type of corporate drone with a laptop in front of them. Like, she represents that office corporate culture, that progressive corporate American culture. And you can see her on many magazines. Like, they're actually trying to glorify her image in a way to rally those people from the offices around her. She doesn't represent the minorities which are stuck in the ghetto. She doesn't represent the farmers which are plowing the field. No, like, she represents the type of person with a soy latte on a desk in front of a computer slaving away at the corporation. Like, that is the symbol, and that's who should rally around her. So an attack on AOC is an attack on that particular type of culture. And it does help to polarize and frame the fact that this type of culture is now the culture of the elites. It is the establishment. Because a couple of years ago, back in 2016, when the whole social justice movement started, and it became popular through Tumblr, and it started on fringe corners of the internet, it looked as if it's the ideology of the underdog. It's the ideology of the person that's oppressed. It's the ideology of the person that you wouldn't even look at on the street, the marginalized. But now it is the ideology of the center. It is the ideology of the elites, of the people that are wearing suits and ties, of famous Hollywood actors, of celebrities, of the most charismatic and popular people in society. And even if you're a corporate drone and you're supposed to be part of this ideology because you're indoctrinated through HR and through other corporate retreats, you're still way better off than the person that is hungry and starving in the ghettos, or the person that lives in a trailer. Like, you're not marginalized. It's still, even the person that's working at a corporation for 10, 11 hours a day, he still has a decent lifestyle compared to many other people in the world. He still can afford certain things that other people cannot. So it is the ideology of the upper middle class and the elites. And this is what is being highlighted here, is that, well, the elites want to support the war, and there may be reasons for people to either support it or be against it if you're in the United States. But, right, like, she was supposed to be the opposition. Like, she was supposed to be the one running against the elites. However, every single time, it shows that she is with the elites, and that is because her job is to be that of a corporate symbol. It's to represent the brand, the brand of this type of woke politics, which, by the way, like, there's many versions of woke politics, like, there's different branches of it, and she represents the exact one, which is the upper middle class. Because there is the woke ideology of the lower classes, you know, the ones that Maxine Waters, for example, is famous at wielding. So everyone has a different place, a different group of people that they're trying to attract. And yes, an attack on AOC, I do think that it's an attack on that type of brand. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.